Hey guys, it's Gomma here with another battle report. A little bit late to the party. It's been a couple of weeks. This one's just a casual game I did last week. Nothing, not preparing for any tournaments or anything like that. But I just want to. I'm still trying to motivate myself to paint my Black Orcs. So I got Grimgore painted up. I've got 15 Black Orcs painted up, and just buffing it still with my old ones, and hopefully at some point get them to 30, 35 or something like that. So yeah, if I put them in a game, I'll hopefully try and paint them all. The opponent here is actually practicing for an upcoming 2,500 point tournament, so he's bringing his list. I tried to get an infantry orc list together, but then work got in the way, and I wasn't too happy with the sort of the supporting elements of it, but to throw it together, so that's what I've got. So I've got Grimgore in there, and the sort of standard level 4 Savage, Shaman, Black Orc BSB, level 3 on Little Warg, Goblin, 40 Savage Orcs, 33 Black Orcs, 2 Wolf Riders, and a single Troll and a Boar Chariot, sort of for chaff and stuff, and then the 2 Manglers and Doom Divers. So no Rock Lobbers, and just 2 big blocks with chaff, basically. Um, Plan, I guess, going into it was just to try and, actually take the combat to him, and rather than just sit back. So his one is a Slaughtermaster level 4 on the Maw or whatever it is, and then he's got a Bruiser BSB, a Bruiser level 1 on Death, a Fire Belly, 12 Iron Guts, standard discipline in that one, 2 lots of Nobblers, 3 Mournfang, 2 Sabertusk, a Gorger, I think I spelled that wrong, and double Iron Blaster. And it's pretty funny fluff to it if you ever, if you want to pause it and go read that forum post. It's pretty good. He's one of a good commission painter that we got in the local area, and yeah, he's good with his fluff, so worth checking out. I rolled up no doubles with my or did I? Okay, yeah, maybe I did, but I had to pick either foot or here we go. So I ended up just picking foot and hand. The other two I probably won't use, although he does have enough wizards, so something. If I had enough dice to try and shoot Brainburst or Headbutt at them, and then my level 3 worked out well. He got Itchy, Gork Fixer, and Vindictive Glare. So he's got Spirit Leech, which isn't there, and Fireball for the Fire Belly, and then you've got Troll Guts, Bull Gorger, Tooth Cracker, and Spider Marrow. So I guess decent buff spells for what he needs. And let's just go over the board. So there's actually a building there, and then there's another big building in the middle, and there's a forest and like an impassable thing out on the right hand side. Sorry, you'll see it more in some other pictures. So I ended up sort of going on the left here, and I'll try not to make too many excuses, but I swear when I was putting this down, I swear I just didn't see that black building. I think it's just the way I had my troops like scattered around it in the middle of the board, and as I was putting it down and looking at the board, I was like, I'll go up this left side around this big building in the middle, and then put the savages there right in front of it. And yeah, so I did notice it obviously after I was starting to put down other elements, and I've gone, oh, I'm an idiot, but I've got Hand of Gork. Hopefully that will pay off and I can get around that building. So yeah, it says Wolf Riders and Chariot on one side, I've got a Troll and Wolf Riders on the other, and some artillery at the back pretty much. He's got Iron Blaster, the Gorge is just sitting up there for ambushing later. His Iron Guts go down there to face me. He was saying he probably wouldn't do that in a tournament, he'd just hide in the middle. Sorry, hide in the flank. But yeah, we want a game. But he does have his double Nobblers in front for a double flee, and his lead belches near that building. Sorry about blurry pics. Over on the right, he's got the Mournfang, and then another Iron Blaster out near the forest there. And I roll up. We both roll 5s for first turn, and I finished deploying first, so I'm off. So yeah, I just moved my Black Orcs. Got the banner of what's it called? Speed banner. You know what it is. So they moved 10 inches up, but yeah, the building's like 4.5 inches away from my guys, and I didn't. Yeah, I guess I could have swift reformed into the building, but I just moved them up 4, and I thought, well, if I don't get hand off, I'll put them in the building next turn. And then try and hand them out that magic phase. But if I get hand, I'll try and jump them over this building here. That was the plan. The troll goes up as well, and the wolf, the chariot and stuff. I sort of hang back a bit because the saber tusks are there. Um, but I decided to send the manglers over to the right because I think with the Mournfang coming, I'll have a couple of shots of Doom Divers at them, and I thought, well, I'll send them there to give the manglers, sorry, the what is it called, the lead iron blasters, sorry, the iron blaster over there, something to think about as well as the Mournfang. Um, yeah, and I know there's a gorgie coming on, but yeah, what can you do? And I don't know what that is, but it's a pick of the battlefield. Look, magic. That's right. So magic ends up laying 6. I think it ended up being 6-5, and he rolled 2 channels, so it was actually 6-7. Threw 1 dice and a magic mushroom with vindictive glare just to try and take out some of those nobblers or nobblars or whatever they're called. Yeah, easy dispels that, and then I threw 5 dice at Bigfoot, and I think I rolled a 13. It was pretty pathetic, so he didn't even have to dispel it. I couldn't get it off. And then my Doom Divers managed a whole single wound on a Mournfang. I think one missed, 10-inch scatter, and the other one I rolled a 1 in terms of number of hits. Something like that anyway. So pretty poor shooting in turn 1. His turn 1, the Saber Tusk goes into the chariot, and actually it's pretty high chance his Saber Tusk will do it when we work it out. He's coming down a hill, although going back up a hill, but I guess it is down a hill charge, plus, so he's up 2 already. And him being toughness 4 and stuff, yeah, it's not guaranteed that I'm going to do anything there. Magic's just crap in this game, 3-1. So all he could get off was Fireball, and I couldn't stop it. None of us have scrolls, but he only took out one goblin, so that's not too bad. Stops me throwing animosity at it. Lose the Doom Diver to a Iron Blaster though, as you'd expect. So now I'm down to 1 Iron Blaster, and I really have 1 Doom Diver, and I really need it to take out some of those Mournfang next turn. And I'm not sure what the... Oh, yes, I think he tried... Yes, he Iron Blaster into the Troll, that's right. And he only took 2 wounds off. So I was quite lucky there to get away with that. And I was even luckier here. He did 1 wound to... No, he did 2 wounds, possibly, but then I did 2 wounds back, amazingly, and took him out. Otherwise, I was probably going to be running there because I'm out my. It would have been a 7 with a reroll. Well, minus the difference. So I was pretty lucky to take that out there. My turn 2. Yeah, the savages go into the building because I can't do anything else, and I just park my Black Orcs right in front of the Nobblers. I mean, I can't afford, with the savages where they are, I can't afford to force the double flare in the Nobblers and then get a Gut Star in the face. Although maybe I could have. Grimgor's in there. He wants some action. But, yeah, I would have really liked to have the savages on the other side of that building, just kicking myself with my stupidity. But that's what you get when you play late and you're tired. But anyway. Troll failed stupidity as well. Rolled a 10 for his leadership, and he's outside the bubble of the BSB, so he just bangs into the building like an idiot. And of course, being this close, he throws the Hell Heart, and I Dimensional Cascade my level 4, but I don't go down the hole, luckily. But both him and the level 3 take a wound, and of course I lose the magic phase, so I'm not even able to hand my savages out of there either. So that's great. Then my Doom Diver manages to roll a 1 to wound on the Mournfang, and so I've had 3 hits on the Mournfang, and I've managed a whole 1 wound. So I've had to park, if you saw that, sorry, I've parked my 4 Wolf Riders up, this chaff in front of the Mournfang just to slow them down a bit. And I'm moving those Manglers over, but they're just, yeah, they're going to be there. They're probably going to get shot before they get there. Oh, his turn 1, sorry, yeah, the lead belchers are sitting in that big building there too, which, you know, where he put them down fairly early, I should have foreseen. That's another reason I should have had the savages on the other side of these Black Orcs, but hey, that's why you do these battle reports. So what happens here, the Wolf Riders flee the charge from the Mournfang, bump through everyone and lose 1, so it's not too bad. And then I think he tried to redirect into the Black Orcs and failed, so they're just sort of stuck there at least for another turn. So that's not too bad, keeping them occupied. Maybe if my Mangler survives, it can go through, but he puts one Saber Tusk on one Mangler and it's gone. And the Gorger comes on, so that Doom Divers, as I said, it's got one shot left, and that's it. Ogre turn 2, not sure what's happening there, sorry, it's been a week. This one I think is the Iron Blaster taking a shot and potentially misfiring. And this, I've lost a Night God. This could have been shots from the Noblars or the Lead Belchers, one of the two. Now the Lead Belchers open up. Jeez, sorry, this is bad, I can't remember. Anyway, the Iron Blaster's taken out my Chariot, I've lost that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so the Iron Blaster here goes for a shot on my other Doom Diver and rolls a misfire, so, and can't shoot this turn or next turn. So, yeah, my Doom Diver does have one more shot left. So that's not too bad. Yeah, I'm thinking the... No, it is this turn, yes. These Lead Belchers open up on my Black Orcs. And yeah, they open up good. Whittle around, I think nearly takes 10. That does take 10 off. Yeah, it's at that point I'm realising I should have really been chaffing the Iron Guts first and taking out the Lead Belchers in the building earlier. And the way he's obviously put his, I can't charge that building because the Noblars are there and stuff, so I've really screwed up deployment in this game. So yeah, my turn. I mean, out come the Savages, but they're not in Horde because I can't move that far. And I've chaffed up his Iron Blast to stop some type of flank charge. His Iron Guts can't charge me at least. And then I've just got to decide what I'm going to do here. In terms of taking out those Noblars in order to get some type of charge happening. So I've moved him out, and what I was thinking was 6 dicing or 5 dicing hand to get my Black Orcs over the other side of his Iron Guts, sort of pincer him in like from both sides. I mean, then he's, you could chaff one set of them, but that's about it, and hopefully we can get in combat with on the flanks of one with the Black Orcs or the Savages, whichever way he goes, and then see if I can get the other unit in at some point once the chaff's out of the way. But again, I'm relying on spells here, and magic has been pretty much non-existent for both of us in this game so far. My Troll doesn't fail stupidity, but as I turn around to try to get take out one unit of Nobblers there. And magic was 8 to 6. Through Vindictive Glare, I only managed to take 4 of them out. I think I did a big Vindictive Glare, which sucked. And then I 5 dice big hand, and I rolled that on the dice. It's just not only is magic not flowing that high, we're not even being able to get spells off a lot of the time. And it's not just me. I mean, I don't think he got many big spells off either. Because he's been trying to Spirit Leech my Grimgore, but I think he's been rolling crap for that too. Anyway, so Ogre turn 3, I get the Mournfang in the side here. I can beat them, but it's going to take a little bit. And I'm going to take some damage on this charge. But at least we'll see some combat. The Lead Belcher goes in to take out one set of chaff over there, and of course the Gorgy goes into this Doom Diver, so it's no more either. A little bit of shuffling in the middle, but not a whole lot. And then I'll let Bull Gorger through. At this point I'm a bit wary about giving them regen and stuff, so I thought, have the +1 strength, I'm going to take some damage, but I want to be able to hit you back and actually kill you. And obviously, apart from the impact hits, Grimgore's going to go first, so we'll see what happens. In the end, he ended up failing to cast regen and the stubborn spell that he had anyway, so like I was saying, like magic for at least half the game so far has been pretty rubbish on both sides. And the Lead Belchers open up on that Mangler, which he needed because it was going through those Mournfang otherwise. And the Doom Diver dies. And the Wolf Rider dies. Sorry, yeah, those Wolf Riders, yeah, that's right. So in impact hits and stuff, he takes out, what's that? He must have taken about 4 or 5 at least Black Orcs. Grimgore takes out a Mournfang, and we put 2 wounds on another, or a wound or something. So but unfortunately he's down to 2 still. Would have liked to knock that another wound off to put him down to 1, but can't ask for anything. And I managed to reform So she'll be able to get that next turn. The trolls, I think, take out the Nobblers. Is that correct? I don't know. It's my turn 4. The savages up there charged the Nobblers. They fled through the Iron Guts. Oh yeah, and the trolls charged. Okay, so the troll has just gone into the Nobblers there. And then magic was 4 to 2. Again, crap rolling on the Winds of Magic. I think at this point, because I failed the charge there, I tried a big hand again with 4 dice, but wasn't going to get it off. Again, I was going to try and move the savages basically just onto the flank of the Iron Guts, because I wasn't going to do that because he could have just reformed the next turn, so it wouldn't have made much difference. Yeah, probably would have. Yeah, anyway, I was going to try a hand. I think I was debating whether or not to move him there or if I rolled high enough to get him behind the Mournfang to charge the building, but with 4 dice wasn't really going to have much chance of getting off. And after combat, he's still got 1 wound left on 1 Mournfang. I would have really loved to... well, actually, in hindsight, I would have really loved to take him out, but it worked out good for me because now I'm going to beat them on his turn, so I'm not getting shot at by those lead belchers. So it actually worked out well in the end. Obviously, the trolls beat the Nobblers and can't go much further than where he is. At least he's stopping a bit of a charge from the Iron Guts. And this guy's just come around and charged my Wolf Riders there. This is actually Ogre turn 4, by the look of it. His Firebelly's moved around. I think he's been coming around the building. I don't think you've seen him. And now he's lining up for a bit of a flame template. And this Iron Blaster moves over, so he can't shoot this turn anyway, I don't think. Yeah, there's been some... It's funny, he's been... Twice this game he got some spells off his Butcher... his Slaughtermaster. He ended up taking wounds with the rolling 1 on the spells. What's it called? Signature? Whatever it's called. Yeah, so it's quite funny. He goes in at 3 wounds. So he's been doing more damage to himself than I have. And here magic on his turn 4 is 5 to 3, and I think he just failed a big Spirit Leech casting it. This guy actually can shoot. So it's turn 3 and 4 he couldn't shoot. So 2 and 3 he couldn't shoot. And then he misfires again and can't shoot 4 or 5. So I'm getting lucky there. Then he unloads 31 shots into the savages and takes a whole bunch of them off. Well, 5 of them or so. And then this this breath weapon actually took a crap load off as well. So we've lost like a whole rank of savages just from missile fire. And right now, I think it's got down to the point where my level 4 and my level 1 are on 1 wound left. Sorry, level 3. Just from... and my troll's sitting down there with 1 wound as well. We finally beat the Mournfang on his turn though, and obviously reformed now, so it worked out well that it took that long for me, because those Black Orcs weren't going to survive from another lead belcher shot. So my turn 5, we can go the Black Orcs into the building. At this point I'm like, it's turn 5, his Iron Blast on the right can't shoot me this turn. I'm really just thinking I'm only going to be able to beat his lead belchers. I'm just going to have to take that and hope the Black Orcs can survive in the building to conserve some points. So my goal really now, it's a bit of a non-orky tactic, is to get them out of there, get the savages out of there, which is, yeah, running with my tail behind my leg, between my legs pretty much. Magic's 9 to 6. So I threw Itch and Nuisance and only rolled a 1 on the effect, and Gork will fix it as well on these Iron Guts. So the idea being, I really wanted to get him. It's funny, they got great weapons, so I did it and then realised he was like, oh, they got great weapons. I'm like, yeah, that's dumb. But if I'd rolled a 6 for movement or something, it would have been good, because I wouldn't have to hand the savages as far out as I could have. Like, for example, I could have moved them up to try and take out the Iron Blaster or something like that, knowing that his Iron Guts probably couldn't reach me. So anyway, Magic comes along. I get handoff, but I rolled pretty crap for the movement. I can't remember what it was, but it was 15, 16, something like that. It just wasn't enough to get them, like those Nobblers in the top right there, are just right in my way. I wanted to sort of put them over there and sort of make him spin around next turn and then maybe charge him or something like that. Because I didn't want to put him on the left and get an Iron Blaster in the back. So, but I couldn't get them there with the roll. Um, and then so I just piked out and put him on the other side of the building there. In the process, my wizard miscast and blew himself up and blew the other level 3. So I just lost a crap load of points just from moving them. So that's karma for you, chickening out and losing 600 points or something in characters, so or whatever it is. The Black Orcs take on the Lead Belchers. I can't remember. Okay, so I'm down 2 here. Okay, yeah, looks like I lost 2 Black Orcs, but killed 4 Lead Belchers. It's not too bad. But the problem is now I'm going to be bumped back out an inch, but I don't think they're going to, now they're not going to take me out in one round of shooting, hopefully. Magic 6-4 on his turn. He does get Spirit Leech off. I tried to throw dice, but I couldn't stop it. But luckily, I rolled 4, he rolls a 1, so Grimgore's fine. And he's turn 5, so his Iron Blaster comes in, charges my Troll. Yeah, he doesn't charge. I can't remember. He didn't. I'm pretty sure he could have charged my Black Orcs with his Iron Guts, but he didn't. Not sure there. Possibly because he was obviously trying to Spirit Leech Grimgore off, maybe. That looks like my Dispel dice for Spirit Leech. And either that or that was my regen save throw for the Troll. That's probably what it is. And yeah, he's dead. It's my turn 6. Black Orcs go back into the building again to try and take out those Lead Belchers, and the Trolls go into that black building again for the second turn of the game to hide. Absolute waste of how I use them this game. And yeah, those 2 Ogres couldn't stand Grimgore, so I get into the building. And his turn 2, he just lines up 2 cannon shots. And bang! Ends up taking out every Orc. Bang, 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 except for Grimgore, who makes 1 5-up regen save and ends up surviving. But yeah, I lost the points for the Black Orcs, so my strategy didn't work anyway. So it ends up big wing for the Ogres. The scenario that he's playing in, the max you get is 15-5. It probably would have been, was higher than that. But yeah, it would have been a 15-5 if it was a tournament. Yeah, a bit disappointing. And it's also, I mean, I probably made a crap load of mistakes in the game, but definitely where I put the Savages to start off the game. It's just, yeah, frustrating. Some of these games you just want to play the same list. Let's reset and start again and see if I can do better. But anyway, I guess I'm learning with the Orcs. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll try to get out another one soon. Cheers, guys.